So some bounding in the comics. New Blue Beetle trailer ends with George Lopez, Uncle Rudy saying, "Batman's a fascist."
Yeah.
All right. Before I continue, what do you think it's true that he's a fascist?
Well, number one, no. Then next is probably I've seen videos about other YouTubers talking about Chris Gore, though I didn't watch that exact clip that he said. It's like Chris says that this character, I forgot his name. This character was supposedly a conspiracy theorist. That's why
Mhm.
he said Batman's a fascist. But in my opinion, even then, even if the way you marketed that statement, you intentionally stopped at the very last moment. So you were trying to cause outrage intentionally, even though if eventually it's not going to be true.
Mhm.
Like you went out of your way to really outrage people just for your identity politics, which is a shame because I kind of without that statement, I would have liked the trailer. I would have liked the trailer if you took out that statement on its own, especially
Yeah.
the part when he brings out the sword. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, he can do that stuff. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I guess this is like the third, if I'm not mistaken, third or fourth like Blue Beetle. So according to Blue Beetle, is basically this is like an alien nanotech. And I'm not sure if the voice. I think the voice is a girl in this one, but in the I believe in the TV show, the Young Justice, it was a guy, right? It's a guy
Okay,
voice.
I only knew about Blue Beetle in Injustice 2. Like
Okay,
he was one of Batman's retainers, along with this red guy, like Magma Boy, Lava Boy. I forgot, but he's paired with another hero. But yeah, he's
yeah.
kind of just like a sideline character there.
So the thing is that the I guess that's this like artificial intelligence like thing that's attached to his back. So it's permanently attached to his back. He cannot remove it. So it basically has a mind of its own. So it's like, oh, he's like, hey, I think that person's a bad guy. He's like, and then the Blue Beetle will be like, oh, do you want me to kill it? I can kill it right now, very easily. He's like, no, 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 no. If we have to go to the court of law, it's like, come on, man, we can kill it. It'll be easy. So it's like, it's basically like very like gunning for that kind of like vigilante things. If this person's a bad guy, we need to take him out, no matter what. Like
Mhm.
like we can just blow him up. So that's the reason why it's like you can see him like earlier when he got the costume, he starts like doing crazy shit, he cuts a bus in half or some shit like that. And surprisingly, nobody died on a bus because nobody stands on a bus, right? No, everyone sits down,
Ye-
right?
Yeah,
Nobody stands in the
yeah,
middle.
yeah.
But, so let me actually read some of the what's it called again comments. So I posted on Facebook. I think I talked about it earlier. Basically, I said calling Batman a fascist, no thanks, right? And then I have a person said, when Homeboy makes a name for himself, beating up on the underprivileged and the mentally ill, it's easy to understand why some folks feel that way. Shrug, right? And another person said, he is, but it's okay sometimes. Laugh out loud. Read White Knight by Sean Murphy. Excellent Batman run with a guy who draws like a beast, right? And then it's just he it's sort of like if you want to get super technical with it, but the thing is that the people that he's beating up, he's not like killing them, right? He's basically, I'm gonna put you have mental issues, I'm gonna put you in an asylum.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
but the thing is that look, I understand if you want to play semantics and like you want to get super super like meta with it, but the thing is Batman is your number one selling comic book or comic book hero from DC, right? And you are literally shitting on his name. And you're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." It's sort of like imagine saying Spider-Man's a little cuck bitch, right? In like
Yeah.
one of like the new up and coming Marvels. And then you have what's it called again? I don't know, like Miss Marvel saying that, "Yeah, I heard Spider-Man's is a piece of shit." And it's like, "What? Why the fuck would you say that? Why would you say that?" But but yeah, so but if what's it called again? I guess his George Lopez is he's playing Uncle Rudy. If he is supposed to be like a conspiracy theory kind of person, like maybe you need to watch more of it. But overall, I thought the show not a show, but the movie looks okay. It looks fun. I can get past the CW was a 3D
Yeah.
and the story is very generic and it's I don't know, it seems very try hard and it seems extremely like edgy. It sounds super super
Yeah.
edgy.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, I mean that's my expectation too. Honestly, it's okay. It's like it's like you freeze your brain kind of movie. But then yeah, you had to
Mhm.
make that last statement, kind of
Yeah.
ruined it
So
all.
so what's it called again? I need to correct my statement what I said on Twitch, but this is not a part of the James Gunn verse. It's
Ah,
not a
okay,
part
okay,
of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
here's the
I
thing.
I, I asked you that. Yeah.
Yeah. So no one's actually going to give a shit about this. Is because it's not
Okay.
part of the larger expanded universe that James
Yeah.
Gunn's trying to provide. Right. So it's in my opinion, I think I think a lot of people were like upset over it. You know, like Batman is probably my favorite DC hero. I consider myself like a Batman fanboy. Like if you look at all my like all my art, like most of it is like DC and like Batman stuff. But yeah, it's definitely sad. Let's see. Let's see. The trailer looks like your standard superhero origin film. It shows Jaime Reyes receiving the blue scarab and looks like what some kind of corporate espionage gone wrong event. And from there, he struggles to figure out how the blue scarab works with him, traveling up into space and then quickly crashing down before deploying a pair of wings, just as he was about to make impact in the body of water. Okay, and if you didn't know, I believe Susan Sarandon, her character, I according to what I heard, she's supposed to be like this warmonger. Like she loves war and she's like part of the war industrial complex that like works for the government. Right. And that's why she's like, oh, give me that because like she loves war. So this is sort of talking shit about what people who loves war. And so she's basically trying to portray that as
Yeah.
her character.
Yeah,
But
I think there's an article about her too, but I forgot about. I think Yellow Flash talked about her.
mhm.
It's kind of like going through the white supremacist thing again. I think
Yeah,
something along that line. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I think overall I think it's okay. I think I'm not a big fan of George Lopez. What's it called again? I I was I was at an FFL the other day, and I was talking to one of the people at the counter about the Blue Beetle stuff, and he was like, he says that I hate George Lopez. I'm like, why? Like, I don't really like him in general, but why do you hate George Lopez? And he said that he found out that whenever he's doing like a stand-up comedy at a venue, he would like go on and say, you cannot book any like Mexicans or like Latinos in this venue other than me. If you if you do, then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do stand up in your venue. So it can only be me. So he's
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah. I'm inclined to believe you because there are some. I read some comments about him. It's like not he's not what he doesn't represent the Latino people. I think that's the comment. Basically, people are saying he's overrated. He's not what people. It's not what the people perceive him to be. A lot of it's like there's a lot there. Yes, yeah. As you mentioned, he has some dirty laundry that apparently some people are speaking out against.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But but the thing is that this is not the the main thing that 100% that will tank this movie. This one, this article right here is the one that will tank the movie. It's from Breitbart.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
like I said, chat, whether you like Breitbart or not, it's still considered a news outlet. So let's go ahead and read this. DC's Blue Beetle director tweets, then deletes post wishing for Donald Trump's assassination. Okay, you did not. So I believe this happened earlier this week or last week or something like that when the trailer dropped. I believe he deleted it.
yeah. He
Right?
deleted it right when people were because he wouldn't shut up on Twitter. So it's like, people kept digging on him because of that. It's like, oh, look what I found. Then he
Yeah.
deleted it.
Well, you gotta lay in the shit you made, man. So the DC, let's see, the Warner Brothers DC universe of comic book movies is about to welcome the opening of Blue Beetle, but fans are not welcoming a tweet by the film's director, Manuel Soto, who said he hopes Donald Trump is assassinated like President Abraham Lincoln. Soto's tweet is from 2018, resurfaced on the eve of the release. So yeah, this is really recent. He just deleted it.
Yeah, yeah. Because it was about to be called out. So yeah, he deleted it. That's the
Yeah.
reason why.
Okay. So Let's see. At the time, Soto wrote, "The only thing I hope Trump has similar to Lincoln's presidency is the way it ended." Wow. That now this guy has a extreme case of Trump derangement syndrome. Like this
Yeah.
guy is like he basically hates. He probably thinks that every person that rioted or went up to the Capitol in January 6th he probably thinks all of them should be exterminated. Probably executed or some shit like that. Right? There are these people who are extremely like deranged when it comes to like being on the party that thinks they're correct, but being on a party that espouses um these crazy things, but at the same time saying that we should tolerate one another, right? The party of tolerance, we should tolerate people, but not anymore. Man, so this is the tweet. It looks like it's been deleted. So this is from Lofty Pixels. This Blue Beetle director checks out dot. Right? That's crazy. Right. As soon as the tweet was noticed, Soto deleted it at about 4 a.m. on April 4th, a few hours after it was reposted. That is not only radical, left-wing tweet that the director posted. In 2008, also in 2018, Soto tweeted that Puerto Rico is a slave colony to the United States, bounding at it. And then it appears that Soto objected to Donald Trump's election, writing, "You must be the dumbest piece of shit top cross Twitter right after Trump. How stupid can you be?" Right? Puerto Rico is a slave colony to the US. Your passport was imposed on us. So there is nowhere else to go after. I don't know what that means. Your country shits on my land and blame us for the stink, you fuck. Wow. This guy is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Right? And he goes out and says this right over here. Uh Previously to work on Blue Beetle, Soto's Twitter feed was filled with expletive laden rants against the United States, mostly in Spanish. Just in March, for instance, he tweeted, "America can dictatorship." Yeah. Look, imagine if someone on the right, like let's say if someone who's directing it was saying something like this about the left, like Obama bombed children, Obama killed a bunch of people in Yemen, he bombed Abdul Aman Awlaki and killed a kid just because he was trying to do something, he and bombed a shit ton of people at a restaurant, even though we're not at war with Yemen. Imagine he said that, because that what I said, it's actually true. Obama did kill children, but the thing is that he's on the right side, according to a lot of these crazy unhinged people who are online, right? He's on the right side of history, according to what they think. So it's okay, right? I think a lot of people just jumps on a bandwagon of just hating Trump. Like if you think about it, a lot of these people who hate Trump used to be big fans of him, right? A lot of people who hate Trump used to be, I really liked, the pageant, the Miss America pageant. I really, really liked the Apprentice, the TV show that Trump was doing. And all of a sudden, when he became president, everyone just hates him. And I think
Yeah.
they hate him. Like if you don't jump on a bandwagon of hating him, then they're just gonna call you out saying that you're a piece of shit. Me even just bringing up that Obama bombed kids will probably trigger them, and probably want me to be thrown in a gulag. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think this guy is just yeah, like a crazy like Trump derangement. I don't know, man. Like how, like it's funny that he deleted it, but the internet's forever.
Yep.
do, I don't know, man. Do you think this guy? How do you feel about this guy?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't know if he directed any other films before this. Maybe this is for his biggest one. Probably it's his biggest one. It's like uh maybe he got it over his head when he became the director of this. Because like he was when that trailer released, he was even riding on it. He was even proudly proclaiming about the Batman as fascist. Like he was trolling people who were outraged by it, stuff like that. Apart from
Mhm.
this tweet. It's just that yeah, maybe because he felt like I'm now a director of a DC film, so I'm a person with status now. Then because of that,
Mhm.
people started digging into your past. Like if you just shut up about it, it's like you wouldn't it wouldn't have gone this far. You wouldn't have been exposed like this, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. There's I don't know if it's like human nature, like just because you got into you got a big project or you got into a certain positions, like you feel like you're above so many other people.
Mhm.
A lot of people are like that for some reason, and yeah, he's one of them. He's one of those kinds of people. And now it backfired because of all of your unhinged tweets in the past. Yeah, I think he's getting what he deserves.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.